Hello, everyone, and welcome to what I am calling episode 14.5 of the Humongous Wombats season mode. This is going to be a end of season review and a little bit of a playoff preview where we look through the stats of all the Wombats players through the season, check out the standings, check out the league leaders, just taking a look at how the season went. As many of you know, we are the first place team in the league this year, but I didn't get into a lot of the details of the overall statistics, which some of you might find interesting. So I have pulled up the stats page. As you can see, these are all of our players in their batting order. As you can see, the top six really all contributed in a really strong way, and in terms of hitting, the numbers were a bit lower for Ernie Steele, Vicky Kawaguchi, and Kenny Kawaguchi, but they, of course, still made important contributions throughout the year. Everyone struck out at least once, but shout out to Annie Frazier and Amir Khan for only striking out once. And as a team, we nearly hit 500, 322 hits in 646 at-bats. 322 hits in a 14-game season is just incredible stuff. And shout out to Vicky Kawaguchi for being the team leader in walks with 3. If we check out the home runs, we had 67 as a team in 14 games, so almost 5 a game, with Pablo, Pete, Ahmed, and Amir being in double digits. Pete Wheeler, unsurprisingly, our leader in runs scored with 28, being the leadoff hitter, was beneficial, and of course his speed does a lot of the work for him as well. He also led the team in triples. Annie Frazier led the team in doubles, being the only one with double digits worth with 11. Our RBI leader was Amir Khan. He had a number of timely home runs, and Ahmed, Pablo, Pete, and Annie all had at least 20. Slugging percentages are reflective of the batting averages, of course. Pete Wheeler, 12 stolen bases. Vicky, Pablo, and Keisha all with 5+. And then everybody had at least 1 error in the field. We had 24 on the season. Keisha leading the way with 8, but we have already gone through her improvement as the season went along. Moving into the pitching stats, obviously this is the Kenny Kawaguchi show, especially at the end of the season where he didn't really come out of the game ever. He gets credit with all the wins and losses. 108 innings, and the rest of our pitchers combined had 16. So just kudos to him for holding down the fort. And as we look at the schedule, we have playoff games coming up against the Red All-Stars, scheduled for a best-of-3 series, so we have to win 2 games. We beat them in our opener 15-2 and beat them in our second-to-last game 11-2, so feeling good about the potential of opponent there. And we were 4 games to the good in the regular season. So that middle of the league from the All-Stars down to the Monsters, all fairly competitive, just within 3 games of each other. Melonheads and Giants struggled a bit. Obviously, the Rockets gave us the most competitive games, so a little disappointed not to see them in the All-City BBL Playoffs. Now, if we look at the league leaders, we had 3 of the home run leaders with Pablo, Pete, and Ahmed. Jane Davis and Debbie Nagasawa hit 11 apiece for the Rockets and Sox. But, of course, we dominated the hitting category, 40 plus for all of the top 5. Doubles and triples were not our strongest suits, but Pete was at the top, tied with Timmy Unger. And Annie Frazier makes the doubles list with her 11. Felix Grant of the All-Stars had 12 doubles, so we will keep an eye on him. And Gail Weinman had 4 triples, so a little sense of who some of the stars might be for the All-Stars. Runs batted in, Nagasawa and Jane Davis once again breaking up the Wombats party, with Nagasawa leading the league with 30, and she's also on the runs scored list to prevent the clean sweep there. Unfortunately, she didn't have her best games against us, and we really controlled the Green Sox in our 2 matchups. Batting average is another one that we dominated with a bunch of our players hitting over 500, but Debbie Nagasawa breaks through again on slugging percentage. And then we had the top 4 in steals, and Kenny Kawaguchi opening up a massive lead in strikeouts. I'm sure if innings pitched was a category for league leaders, he would be at the top as well. But 92 strikeouts for him, and the lowest earned run average at 2.08. If the backyard baseball Cy Young existed, he would certainly be the front runner and the obvious choice. And we can appreciate Wally Evans of the Little Giants for having that 9th error to have sole possession of the lead. But again, Keisha really improved in the field throughout the course of the season, and half of her errors were in the same game. So, anyway, that was just a little review of the season, little bit of a breakdown, chance for you to see the stats and get a sense of how the season went. We will be back for the playoffs very soon. So, hope you're looking forward to that, and we will catch you all next time.